morning, everybody. Welcome back to another morning word. Thanks for joining us this morning. For those new to this is where we share a couple-minute video, really to share from my own personal Bible study. Why? Because I want to see your life go from here to here. Because that's really what God wants from you. Because God says, I come to give you life and life more abundantly. But He also showed us how to do it. He says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And if we can think like God, there is nothing that we can't achieve. No valley that we can't come through, and no mountaintop that we can't reach. Because there is nothing that's impossible for God, which basically means there is nothing that is impossible for you. So let's really get into this. Please take notes, okay? Read through and then take the actions, because there is only fruit, okay, in the wisdom if you take action on what we're saying today. So let's really get into this. We're going to be reading from the book of Judges, reading from chapter 4, verse 8, and it reads this. Barak said to her, if you go with me, I will go. But if you don't go with me, I won't go. Very well, Deborah said, I will go with you, but because of the way you are going, the honor will not be yours. Now, we're going to call this morning's word, don't let fear steal your glory. Now, Barak, okay, because of fear, would not step out in faith and fight the army of Jabin. Okay, his faith in God was weak. Now, God had already gave him the promise through Deborah that you were going to win the battle. You were going to win the war, okay? Just step out in faith. But Barak said he would only go. I'll only go, Deborah, if you go. Because obviously her faith was strong. And she was, renowned as a great leader. So he was like, I'm only going if you go. Now, luckily for him, Deborah said, okay, I'll go. But what he didn't understand, he was forsaking the glory that God wanted to place on him, okay, and that glory was given to one other. So because of fear, he missed out on the glory. So we now know Barak as someone who didn't step out in faith, someone who was fearful instead of someone who was faithful, okay? And we have to really be mindful of that, all of us in our own lives. Fear is robbing a lot of us from the glory that God has entailed for us. Now, we have to learn to step out in faith. You're going to face fearful situations all the time. Now, the way that you conquer that is by stepping out in faith. Here's the question of the morning. The question of the morning is this. Are you letting fear rob you of your glory? Are you letting fear rob you of your glory? Here's a lesson of the day. Fear is one of the biggest killers of glory, success, and victory in your life. Fear is. That's the biggest enemy you're coming across. The only way to overcome fear is to walk by faith. And when fear comes, know that you have the weapon of faith to destroy it. That's your weapon right there. It's faith. That destroys fear. So here's the action of the day. Stop letting fear rob you of the glory. So decide today that you will step out in faith. You can, you will win, and you will overcome. Step out in faith today and do that very thing that you're fearful of. God bless you, and see you soon for another morning word. And as we always say, with Gen Hope, God's gift to us is life. What we do with that life is our gift back to God. Please subscribe to our social media outlets so you get these videos Monday to Friday. But more importantly, please share this with one person, because I truly believe that we can change the world if we can obviously get one person to watch this and change their mindset. God bless you.